So my addiction started pretty early, around 9 or 10, with just drinking and smoking a little weed with friends on the way to work. The big picture happened when I broke my ankle when I was playing ball in high school, and the doctors overprescribed me pain medication.
But you didn't tell everybody you were an all-state athlete.
I was also all-state athlete, track, field, soccer, basketball. What's crazy is, even though in my addiction, it didn't affect my sports any. I played even better, I thought. But as I'm overprescribed this pain medication, the doctors cut me off. And as addicts do, we have to find something different. And up north at this time in 2000,
you were like in Maine, right?
Yeah, in Maine, up north, heroin's real big. And that's what I went to. So by 16 years old, I was a fully functioning heroin addict until I wasn't functioning anymore. And I started catching felony after felony in high school, went to jail my first time. By 18, I caught my first felonies as an adult. And I got scared, didn't want to go to prison. I ran to Tennessee once I found they didn't extradite. And
How did that work out for you?
Well, so I was looking for the change, and as I was telling you earlier, change only comes when you change something. I kept doing the same thing over and over again. And before the end of my run, I did 13 years in prison. I had about 22 years of active heroin and fentanyl addiction, which prison didn't stop. I did it in prison, out of prison. I didn't have much sobriety under my belt.
So how in the world do you rack up 13 years in prison?
Well, trying to feed my addiction. But I tell you, the last time I got out of prison and I was flat, had no probation, I said, I got it. I did it. I was doing it under my own will, right? And in 4 months, I caught 9 Class B felonies for possession of firearm by a convicted deadly felon.
So how did you overcome all of this?
Well, my last prison sentence, there's jail sentence. I was sitting there, and a guy that was about to go to federal prison said, "Have you ever tried rehab?" And I was like, that's crazy. No one's ever asked me that before. And I said, maybe I'll take a shot. So I put in about 100 applications to rehab, and I got rejected to all of them because I didn't have insurance, I didn't have family, and I definitely didn't have any money. But a friend of mine suggested Hope Center Ministries. I applied. They said, "Hey, come on, it's going to be great. You're going to go skydiving," which I didn't go skydiving, but, and then she's like, "It's Christ-centered." I said, "Hold on, lady. You just said the C word to me." She said, "What?" I said, "Christ-centered." I said, "I'm not a Christian. I can't do that." And she literally told me to fake it till I make it.
Oh.
And I went, and the crazy thing is, on the third day, I got saved, and my life.
Yes.
My life has been radically changed, and Jesus has wrecked my life since then, right? I work for Hope Center now. I'm married. I'm a homeowner. I got my license for the first time ever. I can be the dad that I've always wanted to be to my children.
So you had a one-step recovery program. His name was Jesus, right?
Amen.
Well, so how long have you been clean now, Jesse?
So in January of next year, it'll be 5 years.
Congratulations. Congratulations.